Today, I will be sharing with you the perspective of four different Malaysians on their respective cultures. I interviewed Amin. First, Amin, a Singaporean of Malay heritage. Fateh, a Sarabahan of Kadazan Dusun Desen. No, a Malaccan. Miss Wang, a Desen, a Malaysian Chinese Desen. And Rebeswaran, a Malaysian of Indian Desen. Amin is proud of his Malay heritage and his enjoy his culture with others. He told me about the importance of family and community in Malay culture, as well as the rich Malay cuisines. He also spoke about the challenges and opportunities facing Malay culture in Singapore today. Fateh is also proud of his Kadazan Dusun heritage and enjoys sharing with culture with others. He told me about the unique Kadazan Dusun language, music, dance, and cuisine. He also spoke about the importance of traditional festival and ceremonies in Kadazan culture. No is proud of Malay heritage and enjoys sharing her culture with others. She told me about the unique Malayan culture, which is a blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Middle Eastern influences. He also spoke about the importance of food and festivals in Malayan culture. Miss Wang is proud of her Chinese heritage and enjoys sharing her culture with others. She told me about the importance of family and education in Chinese culture as well as the rich Chinese cuisine. She also spoke about the challenges and opportunities facing Malaysian Chinese culture today. Rubes Warren is proud of his Indian heritage and enjoys sharing his culture with me. He told me about the unique customs and traditions of the Indian people in Malaysia. He also shared his thoughts on the challenges and opportunities facing Malaysian Indian culture today. I chose to interview these five individuals because they all have a deep understanding of their respective cultures and are eager to share their knowledge with others. I believe that by understanding and appreciating different cultures, we can build a more tolerant and inclusive society. Amin. Amin is passionate about exploring Singapore's culture and history. He believes that it is important to understand our country past in order to build a better future. Amin is also a strong advocate for cultural understanding and tolerance. Fatih. Fatih is proud of his Kadazan Dusun heritage and he has participated in many traditional Kadazan Dusun festivals and ceremonies since he was a child. Fateh is also a talented musician and dancer and is passionate about promoting Kadazan Dusun culture through his music and art. No is fascinated by Malacca's rich history and culture. She is particularly interested in the city's unique blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Middle Eastern influences. No is also a passionate advocate for cultural preservation and education. Ms. Wong believes that Chinese cultural practices can help to promote productivity, teamwork, and respect for diversity in the workplace. She has implemented many of these practices in her own workplace and seen many positive results. Mr. Wang is also a strong advocate for cultural education and understanding. Rubes Warren's values and beliefs have been shaped by Indonesian heritage. He is particularly influenced by the Hindu philosophy of karma, which teaches that our action in this life will determine our fate in the next life. Rubes Warren, also a strong believer in the importance of family and community. In this video, I will be talking about the interview process. I used to collect data on the perspective of five different nations on their respective cultures. I decided to conduct my interviews using Microsoft Word because I believe that this was the most efficient way to collect data from multiple interviewees simultaneously. I created a document with a 10 interview questions and sent it to each of my five interviewees via WhatsApp and via WhatsApp. I gave them 2 days to complete the interview and send the document back to me. I reviewed the interview's answer carefully to ensure that they were clear and complete. I also made sure to use easy to understand language to arrange my question carefully in order to reduce the risk of misunderstanding. One of the challenges I faced was the my interviews declined to be recorded. They were concerned that their opinions might not be accepted by others. While I was disappointed, I respect their decision and prioritize their comfort. I believe that using Microsoft Word to conduct my interviews had a number of benefits. First, it was very efficient. I was able to collect data from five interviewees in a relatively short period of time. Second, it was convenient for my interviewees. They were able to complete the interview at their own pace and on their time. Third, it was flexible. I was able to adapt my interviews question as needed based on interviews response. Overall, I am pleased to interview the process I made. I was able to collect valuable data on the perspective of five different nations on their respective cultures. I believe that this data will help me to achieve my research goals. Amin's responses emphasize the importance of respect and communication. He believed that everyone's time is valuable and should be taken seriously. He also believes that communication is the key to resolving conflict and building relationships. Amin also observed that different cultures can have different educational styles. He believes that it is important to be aware of these differences when interacting with people from other cultures. Fateh response focused on the importance of preserving and promoting cultural tradition. He described the Murut Bobolin ritual, a unique Kadazan Dusun tradition that he believes is worth cherishing. Fateh also emphasized the importance of punctuality in professional settings. He believes that this is a positive value that shows respect for others people's times. Rubes Warren is a Malaysian of Indian heritage. He is passionate about his culture and enjoys sharing it with others. One is his favorite holidays is Diwali, which is a celebration of the victory of God of good over evil, light over darkness, and knowledge over ignorance. Professor Warren believes that his message is important and applicable to all cultures. Professor Warren also believes that the people can solve conflict more easily if both parties listen to each other first. This way, they can develop an understanding of each other's perspective and resolve the conflict peacefully. Similar to Miss Wong, Rubens believes that people should be more careful when making eye contact. He acknowledged that eye contact can be interpreted differently in different cultures. In some cultures, eye contact is considered a sign of respect, while in other cultures, it can be considered aggressive. Cross cultural management is the process of understanding and managing cultural differences in the workplace. It is an essential skill in today's globalized world. The interviews I conducted with Amin, Fateh, No, Miswong, and Rubes Warren provided me with a number of valuable cultural insights that can be helpful for cross-cultural managers. One of the most important things that cross-cultural managers need is an understanding of cultural differences. This includes understanding different communication styles, behaviors, and values. When cross-cultural managers have a good understanding of cultural differences, they can better anticipate and address challenges. Cultural insights can also help cross-cultural managers to improve communication between people from different cultures. For example, cross-cultural managers can learn about the different ways that people from different cultures communicate verbally and non-verbally. This can help them to avoid misunderstandings and communicate more effectively. Cultural insights can also help cross-cultural managers to enhance conflict resolution by understanding the different ways that people from different cultures view and respond to conflict. Cross-cultural managers can better assess and resolve conflicts in a way that is respectful of all parties involved. Cultural insights can also help cross-cultural managers to develop some greater cultural sensitivity. This means being aware of and respectful of the cultural differences of others. Culturally sensitive cross-cultural managers are less likely to make blunders that could offend or alienate others. By understanding and respecting cultural differences, cross-cultural managers can create more cohesive team and harmonious work environments. When team members is feel comfortable and respected, they are more likely to communicate effectively, collaborate effectively, and be innovative. There are a number of ways that cross-cultural managers can apply the cultural insights they gain to their businesses. One way is to create cross-cultural training programs for employees. These programs hopefully can help employees to learn about and understand different cultures. Cross-cultural training programs can also help employees to develop the skills they need to communicate and collaborate effectively with people from different cultures. Another way that cross-cultural managers can apply cultural insights to their business is to develop policies that promote cultural sensitivities. These policies should address common issues such as cultural norms, religious holidays, and communication preferences. Finally, cross-cultural managers can identify and support cultural liaisons within their organizations. Cultural liaisons can help to bridge the communication gap between employees from different cultures. They can also help to provide support and guidance to the organization or to employees who are new to or the organization or who are struggling to adjust a new culture. One of the most important things that cross-cultural managers can do is to apply cultural insights to their business. Cultural insights can help business to increase understanding of cultural differences, improve communication, enhance conflict resolution, develop greater cultural sensitivity, and create more cohesive team. One way that cross cultural managers can apply cultural insights to their businesses is to create cross cultural training programs for employees. These programs can help employees to learn about and understand different cultures. They can also help employees to develop the skills they need to communicate and collaborate effectively with people from different cultures. Another way that cross cultural managers can apply cultural insights to their businesses is to develop policies that promote cultural sensitivity. These policies should address common issues such as cultural norms, religious holidays, and communication preferences. Finally, cross cultural managers can identify and support cultural liaisons within their organizations. Cultural liaisons can help to bridge the communication gap between employees from different cultures. They can also help to provide support and guidance to employees who are new to the organization or who are struggling to adjust a new culture. This interview highlight the importance of cultural awareness, sensitivity, open communication, and respecting cultural norms and values in building trust and rapport with people from different cultures. Cultural awareness and sensitivity are essential for effective cross-cultural interaction. This requires an understanding of cultural differences and a willingness to adapt one's communication style and behavior for different cultural contexts. For example, in some cultures, direct eye contact may be considered rude, while in other cultures, it is a sign of respect. It is important to be aware of these cultural differences to adjust your according to behave to adjust your behavior accordingly. Open and honest communication is another key element of cross-cultural management. This requires a willingness to listen to different perspectives and to be open to feedback. It is also important to be mindful of your own biases and assumptions. By being open and honest, you can build trust and rapport with people from different cultures. It is important to respect the cultural norms and values of the people you are interacting with. This includes being mindful of nonverbal cues, communication styles, and religious holidays. For example, in some cultures, it is considered rude to interrupt someone while they are speaking, while in other cultures, it is a sign of engagement. It is important to be aware of these cultural differences and to respect them. In the workplace, it is important to be flexible and accommodating to the needs of employees from different cultures. This may involve adjusting policies and practices to accommodate cultural needs. For example, some cultures may have different dietary restrictions, so it is important to provide a variety of food options in the workplace. Diversity and inclusion are important for cross-cultural management. A diverse workforce can bring new perspectives and ideas to the table, leading to increased innovation and creativity. By embracing the cultural diversity of their workforce, business can reap many benefits of global globalized economy. Cross-cultural management is an essential skill in today's globalized world. By understanding and applying the key takeaways from the interview, business can create a more inclusive and welcoming work environment for all employees.